The first time you bring your dog to the beach is a day that shimmers in memory long after the sand is gone from your shoes. There's a certain excitement in the air, a blend of anticipation and curiosity, as you load up the car with towels, water, dog toys, and treats. Your dog, sensing the unusual flurry of preparation, watches you with wide, hopeful eyes, tail wagging in a slow, questioning rhythm. As you clip on the leash and open the door, the real adventure begins. The drive itself is its own story. Your dog, pressed close to the window, nose quivering with every new scent, seems to sense that today is special. Maybe they whine with impatience or bark at passing cyclists, but there's an energy in the car that's infectious. You find yourself grinning, glancing in the rearview mirror to catch those excited eyes meeting yours. The landscape shifts from city streets to winding roads lined with trees, and finally, you catch the first glimpse of the sea, blue and endless, stretching out beneath the sky. Arriving at the beach, the world opens up. The salty tang of the air, the distant cries of gulls, the rhythmic crash of waves, all of it is new to your dog. From the moment their paws touch the sand, their senses are overwhelmed. The feel of it, soft and shifting beneath their feet, takes them by surprise. Some dogs are cautious at first, lifting each paw with exaggerated care, while others leap and bound, kicking up sprays of sand in pure joy. You walk together toward the water, your dog's leash trailing behind as they surge ahead, nose buried in the sand, sniffing out secrets left by other visitors. Every shell, every piece of driftwood, every scuttling crab is a marvel. If your dog is the playful sort, they might dig furiously, sending arcs of sand flying, or chase after gulls with a bark that's more hopeful than threatening. And then, of course, there's the ocean itself. The first encounter with the waves is often a mix of awe and caution. The water rushes up, cool and foamy, licking at their paws before retreating. Some dogs yelp and scramble backward, unsure what to make of this living, moving thing. Others are braver, plunging forward with abandon, only to be startled when a wave splashes higher than expected. It's a dance, forward, back, barking, splashing, until curiosity wins out over fear. You toss a ball into the shallow surf, and, after a moment's hesitation, your dog chases after it, ears flapping, legs churning. Maybe they grab it and dash back, triumphant. Or maybe they misjudge and end up soaked, standing in the shallows with a comically surprised expression. Either way, you laugh, and your dog, seeing your joy, wags their tail even harder. Away from the water, the beach is a playground of possibilities. You notice how your dog makes friends with strangers, both human and canine. There's a universal language of play among dogs, and soon they're chasing, wrestling, and racing along the shoreline, tongues lolling, eyes bright. You chat with other dog owners, swapping stories and advice, bonding over the shared delight of seeing your pets so free and happy. Of course, there are moments of rest, too. You spread out a towel on the warm sand, and your dog circles before flopping down beside you, content. The sun dries their fur, the breeze ruffles their ears, and you share a drink of water, grateful for the peace that comes from simply being together in a beautiful place. You watch the clouds drift by, feeling the tension of daily life dissolve with each gentle wave. Sometimes, unexpected things happen. Maybe your dog finds a jellyfish or a tangle of seaweed, pausing to sniff it with intense concentration. Maybe they chase after a sandpiper and end up rolling in a patch of seaweed, emerging with a new, pungent aroma that makes you laugh and groan at the same time. There might be a moment of panic when your dog ventures too far, chasing a ball or another dog, and you call their name, heart pounding, only to see them come tearing back, tongue lolling, eyes shining with mischief. As the day wears on, you notice the subtle changes. Your dog, once wild with excitement, settles into a calmer rhythm. They dig a hole and collapse into it, panting, eyes half closed in contentment. The sun sinks lower, turning the water to gold, and you realize it's time to head home. Packing up is always a little bittersweet. You brush the sand from your dog's coat as best you can, laughing at how it clings to their fur and paws. You gather up the toys, the half-empty water bowl, the towel now damp and sandy, and make your way back to the car. Your dog, tired and happy, leaps into the back seat, curling up with a sigh. On the drive home, the car is quieter. Your dog, eyes heavy, eventually gives in to sleep, exhausted from the day's adventures. You glance over, smiling at their peaceful expression, and feel a surge of gratitude for the experience you've shared. The beach isn't just a place for humans to unwind, it's a place where your dog can run, play, explore, and simply be themselves in a way that's impossible elsewhere. Later at home, you rinse the sand from their coat and watch as they shake themselves off, sending droplets flying. They eat dinner with gusto and then curl up in their favorite spot, drifting into a deep, satisfied sleep. You reflect on the day, the laughter, the discoveries, the small moments of connection, and realize that, for your dog, this isn't just a new experience. It's a memory, a story, a part of their life they'll never quite understand, but will always feel. The next morning, you notice a subtle change. Your dog is calmer, more content, as if the beach has left a lingering sense of joy. And you, too, feel lighter, remembering the simple happiness of running through the sand with your best friend at your side. It's not just about the beach, of course. It's about trust, the trust your dog has in you to lead them into new experiences. It's about discovery for both of you. You see the world through your dog's eyes, noticing the small things you'd normally overlook. The intricate patterns in the sand, the glint of sunlight on a wet rock, the way the wind carries the scent of salt and possibility. It's also about patience. Not every dog takes to the beach right away. Some are wary of the water, hesitant to leave your side, or overwhelmed by the new sights and sounds. You learn to move at your dog's pace, to offer encouragement and reassurance, to celebrate small victories, a paw in the water, a tentative sniff at a seashell, a joyful sprint along the surf. For some, the beach becomes a regular destination, a place to return to again and again. Each visit builds on the last, your dog growing bolder, more adventurous, more at home with each trip. You develop routines, a favorite spot to set up, a game you always play, a ritual of sharing treats and watching the sunset together. For others, the beach is a rare treat, a special occasion marked by excitement and novelty. Either way, the memories linger. You remember the first time your dog barked at a crashing wave, the way they chased a flock of birds, the moment they dug up a buried treasure, a stick, a shell, a forgotten tennis ball. The beach is also a place of learning. You discover new things about your dog, their preferences, their fears, their unbridled joy. You learn what makes them tick, what brings them comfort, what challenges them to grow. And in turn, your dog learns about the world, growing more confident, more curious, more resilient with each new experience. You also learn about responsibility. The beach is a shared space, and you become more aware of the importance of cleaning up after your dog, of respecting wildlife, of keeping your dog safe from hazards like sharp shells, jellyfish, or strong currents. You bring extra water, watch for signs of overheating, and keep a close eye on your dog, even as you encourage them to explore. Amidst all this, there are moments of pure, unfiltered happiness. Watching your dog sprint down the beach, ears flying, tongue lolling, you feel a connection that's hard to put into words, a sense of shared freedom, of joy multiplied by companionship. You realize that, in this moment, there's nowhere else you'd rather be. The first time you bring your dog to the beach is more than just a day out. It's a milestone in your relationship. It's a chance to create memories, to strengthen your bond, to celebrate the simple pleasures of life together. It's a reminder of the importance of play, of exploration, of living fully in the present. As you look back on that first beach day, you remember the sandy paws, the wet fur, the wild, joyful barking, the gentle exhaustion at the end of the day. You remember the way your dog looked at you, trusting, hopeful, grateful for the adventure. And you realize that, for both of you, the beach has become a place of happiness, a place to return to whenever you need to remember what matters most. The next time you pack up the car, your dog will know exactly where you're going. They'll dance with excitement, spinning in circles, barking with joy. And you'll smile, knowing that together, you're making the kind of memories that last a lifetime. In the end, bringing your dog to the beach for the first time is about more than just sand and surf. It's about sharing new experiences, building trust, and finding joy in the everyday moments. It's about laughter, discovery, and the simple happiness of being together in a world full of endless possibilities. So, whether your dog is a cautious explorer or a fearless adventurer, whether they love to swim or prefer to dig in the sand, whether the beach becomes a regular haunt or a rare treat, the memory of that first day will stay with you both. It's a story you'll tell again and again, a reminder of the bond you share, and a promise of many more adventures to come. As the years go by, you might return to that same beach, watching as your dog grows older, a little slower, but just as eager to chase the waves, dig in the sand, and bask in the sun. And each time, you'll remember that first day, the excitement, the laughter, the discoveries, and the joy of sharing something new with your best friend. Because in the end, it's not just about the beach. It's about the journey you take together, the memories you create, and the love that grows stronger with every adventure. And that is a treasure worth holding on to, long after the sand has washed away.